Thanks, Kara. Um, One of the things that we really struggle with Agile in general is how to make sure that we meet the obligations we have to for regulation, meet our compliance needs, either internal or external, because these are around very, very, very important things like health and welfare. So many of the systems we're developing can hurt the user if they are not designed and monitored properly. And there's some belief and some good reasons for suspicion about anything that removes discipline and process from the development cycle as being perhaps contrary to those goals. And what we have done with SAFE is we've actually looked at this this approach and have been able to incorporate the compliance needs or the to meet the regulation to make sure that we have all of the quality safety concerns, that we have both internal verification and independent validation of the work that's being done. All this while maintaining and taking advantage of the Lean Agile principles. So in order to do this, we have to look at a scaling type of approach, which coincidentally also works really well for large teams of teams of teams, and the two of them have come together in SAFE. One of the ways we approach this is by focusing on principles. If we look at something like Scrum, we once, some people I was sitting around with one time, we counted about 180 different practices in Scrum, the way people typically implement it. There's a lot of really good value there. But 180 is a big number to have to worry about. And if you look at scaling even larger and bringing compliance types of needs and concerns into the mix, then the number of processes go much larger. So we can't really manage that in our minds to say that we are in fact adhering to all 200, 300, 400, 500 processes that would be required to implement the practices to achieve our goals. So we pull it back a bit and look at the principles instead. So in the Scaled Agile framework, we have 9 principles, and I'm not going to go through each one of them today because that's not really the point of today's presentation. But these 9 principles do allow us to look at scaling our